Can I explain the issue on the
You're
solution
not
of the first?
audible, Bharat. So you have fixed the table background color, okay? Let's test it.
So, yeah, the solution was
Yes, I don't think it's fixed. I think, yeah, it's fixed. So you have fixed the light mode, yes?
Yeah, affects the lighting. Like it was
Yeah,
dark in
can
the
you
light mode
describe?
also.
Yes.
There was a hard coding of the background color. It was just black for the overall, well, like for any theme. So I just used that prop of that describes if the the current theme is dark or light. Then according to that, we need to shift the color of the background.
Yeah, it looks good. Bharat, do you have any
Like there
update
was
on this?
Would you mind sharing the uh, preview?
Yeah, yeah, here's the preview. I think it looks good.
We need a JavaScript query every time for every class. Is that how this site is set up? So how do we use colors on this site? Color theming. Yeah, whose
Yeah,
PR is this?
Vatsal, if you like to answer these
Yeah.
questions.
Okay. If there's some specific color code that we need to use in the light mode, then you can tell me. I can change according to that. But as I had no prior information about like which color I had to use, I just used which looked perfect there. So I just
Yeah.
use some like I just use a condition if the theme is black and then converted it to some beige color. The
Yeah,
background
wait,
changed to beige and
that's all. Yeah, that's good, man. That's not the question that I'm asking, though. I didn't ask why did you choose this color. I asked, why are we using this mechanism to change the color? Why are we using JavaScript? So Fahim, if you visit contributing.md and we look
okay,
at
yeah.
how colors are used on this site, there's specific instructions for how to do this. And for my part, I don't remember what that is. But Fatsal,
Uh,
it sounds like you didn't look that up, or you don't,
I
or
don't
did you?
think I read about the color thing.
Yeah, you can take a look here. I have added it inside the chat.
Have you guys ever looked at if you look at the HTML element, the very first element on this site, if you were to inspect any of the pages on the site, yeah. So one of the challenges that this site has had is trying to, like, without having a user account and preferences set for whether or not a user wants to have light mode or dark mode, is to load a light theme or a dark theme without it like necessarily flashing for the user. Like they load it in the default mode, and then it turns out, oh, they had the other preference set. And then for the screen to like flash at them for a moment when the page loads. This has been a challenge that the people that work on this site have tried to overcome. So Fahim, if you were to, in your elements, inspect, if you were to go to the very top of the very first element. Yeah, all the way up to like the HTML element.
Yeah.
By scrolling, actually, I literally mean like the very first element, all the way. If you go scroll all the way to the
Oh.
top, there you go. What?
Yeah,
What
we
the?
have ton of colors here.
Huh? But Saul, how does this work? What's this all about?
I'm saying there's some that I did something in like this page.
What?
I don't think I did like I changed something on this page.
Yeah, I didn't. Did I say that you changed something on this page?
No, no, no.
Okay, so what? I don't know what you're saying then. That again, that doesn't answer my question. What's this about? Do you know?
Like it's like are you defining some colors or something?
Okay. Yeah, or something. And so, since you don't know what it's about, this is the feedback, or this is the helpful feedback to help you go improve the way in which you're discerning what color to use based on what theme. The JavaScript that you have, it does the job. However, hopefully there's a way in which we can set these colors that is documented in the contributing guide that is slightly better. I'm afraid to ask you another question, like, do you understand, or does that make sense? Because the last two questions I've asked you, you didn't answer them. You said something else. So I'll just say, hopefully it makes sense. And I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I got what your point was. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't believe you unless you tell me the answers to the questions. I don't believe you, but do you want to tell me the answers to the questions, or?
I didn't properly got the question.
Okay, then I don't know how you can get me. What? This is a weird conversation we're having. Wait, but you got me though, right?
Yeah, I got what you were saying, what you were trying to say to change, like in which way, the how I need to change the color.
No, I didn't say how to change the color.
No, like I got the way, like the contribution thing, like how it was written in the contribution.md. Like I didn't got through that portion of the contribution.md where where the color portion was written. I didn't saw that.
Sure. I mean, that makes sense to me. I mean, if I were you, I don't even think I would have read any of the contributing.md. So, I mean, that makes sense to me. And it's not a typical, the way that colors are dealt with is atypical. It's a surprise. You know what I mean? Like, or do you not know what I mean?
Like what do you mean by typical?
Atypical. It is atypical.
What do you mean by that?
The opposite of typical. Atypical.
Oh, yeah, I got the like meaning. Like, what do you mean? Like, I got the actual meaning. Like, what do you mean by atypical here?
Well, have you ever seen colors defined in the HTML tag before?
Not really.
Okay, so that would not be commonplace. That would not be
Yeah.
normal, which would, in other words, be atypical. Does it make sense
Okay, got it.
how I'm using
Okay, got it.
atypical now? I'm trying to give you a way out. I'm trying to say, like, hey, it's okay. You didn't see it in the contributing guide. I wouldn't have seen it either. It's a weird way in which colors are being handled. Weird being another word for atypical.
I got that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll surely change the way how the colors are changing according to the contribution.md.
Nice. It might, and by the way, I don't know. It might be that in this particular situation that Osen mutes himself, or I do. Okay, good. It might be, Vatsal, that in the end, you end up having to do a very similar JavaScript comparison as to what you're doing now. It might be circumstantial that based on this particular area, maybe you have to do that type of a check. I hope not. But I wanted to call out, like, just wanted to say, like, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I haven't read those instructions in a long time. And all I do know is we don't handle it in a normal fashion here. So it's not a surprise that this got you, or like that this is kind of a caveat. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll definitely change the way. Sure.
Sure. And then yeah, when you said that last time, that's what you said last time. And again, I'm going to repeat myself and just say, I'm trying to give you a way out. I'm trying to say it might be that you come back and you don't change anything, that it might be justifiable that the way that you've chosen is for some reason the way that you have to go. I think that of what Fahim was looking at inside the contributing.md is, I think both methods are listed. Or Fahim, if you go back to contributing.md, so everybody here knows that after 10 minutes of spending time on how we handle colors, how we actually do. Does it say that right there, theme equal dark equal light equal black? Does it say don't do that, or does it say sometimes you need to do that? The
It
preference is not.
definitely doesn't say this is not preferential to use conditions. Okay.
Oh, because
Not
wait, Fahim, that sentence, just can you read aloud that sentence just underneath?
Okay, like
The
it
preference
was
is
just
not to use
not
conditional.
Yeah, can you read it out loud?
The preference is not to use conditionals for elements because they will flicker when reloading a page in dark mode. Yes.
Okay. So memory serves me okay there, right? It had to do with flickering. And it's not that what Vatsal did, it's not like it doesn't work. Like Fahim was saying, oh yeah, this works. This works. Like here, it's working. And it's just that this is a technique that Google uses on their sites as well. Vatsal, the technique to like preload and like sort of shove this information into some of the very, very, very first pieces of information that a client, a user agent, web browser, one of the very first pieces of information that is seen by the web browser is like HTML, and then actually the color map, like right after that. So that is how we're able to kind of avoid that flickering effect. So you stepped into kind of a cool.
Yeah, got the issue.
Yeah.
I got the issue.
I'm not really explaining it for you as much as I am for everyone else. And what I'm doing is, well, I'm trying to have it be a learning moment for everybody, as opposed to you feeling like you didn't do the right thing. I don't think you did the.
It was definitely something that I learned now that it flickers when when we use the conditional statement. This is something new for me. But yeah, that will be a great learning moment for me as well.
Okay, what was
Thank
I?
you.
What was I gonna say before you interrupted? What was I gonna say about Google? That's all.
You were just telling that the Google that we use that tech because to avoid like users see the HTML first, then the CSS, and then the color components.
Yeah, what was I saying about Google though?
You were saying about that Google uses this technique to like improve the user experience and all
Mm-hmm.
that we are using, like that much is using.
Yeah, thank you, Vatsal. I think should be moving forward. The next PR that we have is for the layer 5 docs, and it is from Nicholas. So I don't think Nicholas is also with us today. Let's move forward to Naman. Naman, can you please share your screen and help us discuss these PRs?
Okay, sure. Just a second.
Thank you.
So basically, the first PR is about update in banner in Academy example. So previously, they used to use the card image, but that wasn't the correct front matter.
Your
So it
screen
was
is not
updated.
visible.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, it's
is
visible
it
now. Thank you.
okay? So the first PR is about the banner update. Basically, in the Academy example, I've updated all the card images with the banner images, and also in the Layer 5 cloud, so that whenever the new org comes and like they want to use some banner, they know how to use it. Then the second PR is about the tags and categories update. So this so now the learning paths can have their own categories and tags. You can go to them, go through all the tags and categories.
I think Zihan also did something same in one of our PRs.
That is for the Academy theme. This is for the Academy example,
Okay,
and it
okay.
wasn't updated. And I don't think we needed the taxonomy.css for this, but okay. And the last PR is about the workflow update. So currently the Slack.yaml workflow doesn't require the any good first issue in the Slack. So that has been updated, and any good first issue now will be updated in the Slack in the newcomers channel with this update.
Bharat, do you have any update on this?
No, it looks good. It looks good to merge as well.
Yeah, does anybody, can we test it right now? Can someone on the call go star this repo? Or maybe you guys can
Uh,
merge it real fast and then start the repo?
Can someone just approve and merge it?
yeah, I guess only Abid has the access to merge.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll merge.
Or you have.
Is there another?
Mm.
Where's the link to this? There it is. Cool. Is there another repo that has the very same slack.yaml?
Yeah, the layer 5 docs.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. So let's do a test then. If you guys go to the layer 5 docs repo, excuse me, if you go to the layer 5 docs repo, let's see this in action if we can. So Rex is with us and Aditya. Lieben might have already started this repo. Same for Sarah, but for those of you on the call, there's an automation that Naman is talking about right now. And this automation occurs when you click to star the repo. if you haven't started, start it. You can unstart if you want to. If you don't like it, you can unstart it after you start it. Just try starring the repo and then watch the buzz channel in Slack.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
anybody
just
here?
start.
Cool. Okay, Rex just did it. Started. Yeah, so cool. So I wonder if we can take a look at
Yeah, it's happening. Bharat, you can go to the Slack.
So which channel are we looking at?
Buzz.
Buzz. Okay, yeah. Checking the count now.
Working, I guess.
scroll on down.
Scroll down, scroll down.
Okay, yeah.
There is a difference. Currently, we are at 935 stars.
Yeah, now there's something that's a little bit weird that happens.
Yeah.
This might gosh, this might be a challenge for Rex or for anybody here. Is like, it looks pretty good. There's a couple of things weird about the last 8 or so messages. What do you guys see anything out of place?
I think for me I think I'm signing on my VS Code on a different profile, so it's showing not my user, but I can see my other user, Grep.
Okay, got you. Sure, that makes sense. What else? I see 2 other things that are kind of weird. Does anybody else see anything that's
The null thing.
yeah, there's an entry there for Oseni. For some reason, that entry has null. I don't think it has anything to do with Oseni specifically, but it's kind of a mystery to solve. It's like, it's the same code that was executed, same workflow. Why is that one null? What's going on? Yeah, so Oseni he's going to do a test. He's going to unstar and start again just to see if, if his shows up as null again, then maybe, there might be some evidence that there's something with his account. Doesn't look like it.
Maybe there might be a chance that 2 people might have clicked at the same time, I guess.
That could be that's a possibility. You can see that the count stayed the same for Oseni as it did for Saurabh. Why did that happen?
Also on the top 2 entries, they both have 66.
Yeah, the same answer is true for both. It's because of something that Varad did and Oseni did, and Oseni just said the answer.
Yeah, they unstarred and start.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Just before they started, they had already done the right thing by starring the repo. That's always the right thing here. Star the repos, that helps. And then in order for them to test, they unstart it and then start it. So then it sort of looks like we stayed in place, or, we kind of stayed in place. Okay, fine. But those were the 2 anomalies that I saw. It was like, why do you see the same count twice? I think we figured that one out, right? Because it was unstarred, then start again. And it makes sense for Varad because he would have already started. He already did a lot of work in that repo, so he would have already started. And Oseni just told us, like, I'll do a test, I'll unstar. So that makes sense. He proved why that's happening. But this null, so Aryan said hey, maybe there was a race condition, like two people did it right at the same time. And so maybe that was, that's something to go prove or disprove. But why else might we have seen null? Because
Naman, any idea?
the little elves inside of the GitHub workflows, they decided to stop working for that time. They were on break or yeah.
You're
Because
starting to
the little magical gremlins, the little green guys that do the computer work inside the anyway. Anyway, there's other reasons why that might occur. I'm just wondering if we could have a learning moment, if we could. I don't know, does anybody have else? So Arion's theory is not proven or disproven. So it's a good theory. Did anybody else have a guess?
I feel maybe it's because the request isn't properly queued. So maybe it is taking more than one request at a time.
Yeah, I'm with you, especially since there were like, 8 of us that, stars. So I think that's about, it probably falls into the same category that Arion was suggesting, like, oh, hey, there's a race condition or there's like a resource contention, or, okay. I don't know. It's a good challenge for someone to go take a look at. The good thing for the community about someone trying to figure this challenge out is that you might go star a bunch of repos trying to figure it out. That would be good. But the thing is that if you guys look up to 12:49 p.m. a little earlier today, yeah,
community manager.
there's a null right there. So it's not like it, and it doesn't look like there was a lot of activity at that time. Okay. Well, the gauntlet has been laid down. Challenge lie before your feet. I
think the other learning that I got from here was I'm joining on my mobile, so I'm accessing the link on my mobile, and it worked. I can see that I was able to see the star also on the buzz channel.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Like in Rex's case, it didn't seem to matter if he was on a mobile device or a full-blown desktop browser. Or in his case, I think that the star worked as it was supposed to. Do you guys know how the heck this message goes from click of your mouse to a Slack message? Click of your mouse on GitHub to a Slack message? Like anyway, there's a Meshery continuous integration call or a CI call that happens every 2 weeks. If you're curious, like that's a good agenda item to put into the meeting, and we could go through how it works. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Naman, for your PRs.
Okay.
Bharat, you are next. If you would share your
Yeah,
updates.
sure. Yeah, so the first issue I was working on was regarding the challenges of the Layer5 Academy. So there were two challenges, so I added them all, and they are merged. But currently, they won't be visible because the cloud has not gotten a release. So after the release, there will be a new. This should be visible. The second was regarding the mastering service mesh learning path. So this usually was in MDX format. which was not visible. So then we have to change it to MD format. Uh, then the other was regarding the same. There was a duplicate learning path. So this just PR deletes it. And the last one is regarding the theme. So the theme had a release, and this report didn't have the latest. So this one is just bump up. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Yeah, so you updated the challenges in the
Yeah,
academy.
yeah.
Rod,
Okay,
is it
got it.
helpful? So Rod, yeah, you're not, sounds like you're not really looking for feedback per se, since you didn't really pause between, which means that I assume that you're mentioning this so that others might help contribute, but you didn't really explain necessarily what you're doing. So are you looking for feedback, or are you trying to help other people contribute in this area as well?
I was looking for feedback. Sorry, I was too fast. Yes.
Okay, did
Yes,
you ask for any
any
specific
feedback?
feedback? Yeah, you can ask a specific question, because no one's going to just give you general feedback. They're not going to understand.
For this pair, I didn't means there was straightforward changes, so I didn't expect any feedback from anyone. So
Okay,
that's why.
so you're not looking for feedback.
Not particularly for these issues. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, what are you doing? Because you just, I'm confused. What's going on?
Yeah, just I shared my updates. Sorry, I couldn't have because there
Okay,
are some.
and so we're not looking for new contributors in this area then?
Uh, Not for these particular issues, but yeah, we have for designs. We have a few designs that people can contribute to.
So yeah, so maybe rather than just giving an update for
Yeah.
no purpose at all and making people sit here and watch you, you should explain something and ask and let them know how they can contribute as well.
Yeah, so the one good first issue for everyone that has here is regarding the designs. So what we are currently doing is we are importing our academy to Layer 5 cloud .layer5.io, and it would be organization specific. So our course include bunch of designs which are in image format. So what we are doing is using Canvas. Where, we are just transforming that images into designs, and that so we have bunch of images, and the issue is we are want to. That's not an issue. It's a good first thing that you can convert these designs. So here's the issue link. Here it has bunch of sub issues. Every issue will be having an image. Just you want to have is convert into a design and share the design link here. So yeah, that's a very good issue for newbies.
Cool. So Rod, how are you going to get someone engaged?
Uh, for this, the very good thing is if you are this is would be a first design, then you would get a badge for your first design, and that would be a cool thing to add up on your profile. That's a very nice thing to have.
Like you can show example how to create a design, basic example, small one.
Yeah, this one is a perfect example. So let me. My internet might be slow, so I want people to share. So uh, this is the image that we have for the course, and this is the design that I have made in the playground canvas. Okay. So it just replicates what's been here, and that's how you have to build. It's not uh, it should be like working for as of now. It could be a like pictorial definition of the image. So anyone interested could hop on and ask for so they can be assigned this.
Yeah, can you once show the playground to them? Just show them. Yeah.
Yeah, My internet is too slow. Might be if you can take time for me.
I think the canvas is loading slowly. It's not loading for me also.
Yeah, canvas.new is not up. It hasn't been up for the last day. But playground.meshery.io is up. You need to log in, log out, since you don't have the canvas extension. Namon, you have a link to the badge that people can earn for this?
It's just here. Just-
Some of you on the call might already have this badge, actually, the first design badge. If you do, and if you put it on your GitHub profile, then let's take a look at your profile. Cool. Does anyone have it on their profile?
Yes, I have it on my profile. I should show
Oh.
it probably.
Sweet.
Yeah, Varad, you can visit my GitHub if you want to show them, or you can show the design first. Yeah, so he on hub HUB. Yeah, here's the badge, the first design pioneer badge. This badge is awarded to those who create their first design in the playground.mystery.app.
That's awesome. What happened to your badge? It looks like something stepped on its head.
Yeah, basically I did some custom HTML here in the README file.
Oh yeah. I'm curious if you go to your README file. And there's a pull request up there. What's that pull request all about?
I'm not sure.
Oh shit, you got a pull request on if you go to the top.
Profile.
Right. Oh, the aspect ratio. Oh shit, somebody saw that earlier.
So
Like
you
3
created
weeks
that.
ago. Oh shit. You got the
Yeah.
everybody know what
Yeah,
aspect ratio
yeah, so these are a bunch of components you can use to, and these are some icons and uh, shapes that you can use to replicate the design. So yeah, that's all, everything.
Wham bam, that's it. Okay, good. So who's gonna do it? Varad?
Yeah, I will start working on the design part.
No. That sounded different than I meant for it to. Hey, Varad, of the time that you've spent teaching us about an area that needs contribution, telling us why we should do it, get a badge. You also get to learn some stuff and how to do it. Now, who's going to do it, Varad?
Probably from people gone from here.
Oh yeah, cool. Who's going to do it? Varad, find somebody. People showed up here, I think, because they want to do some code.
Is anyone interested in volunteering?
I'm bad at design.
I can create one or two designs.
Yeah. So just select a design you want to replicate and just
Nope,
go
you're doing
for
it
it.
wrong again. You're doing it wrong again. Nope. You got it. Like, so first of all, thank you, Arian. That sounds great. Also, Osemi is volunteering in the chat. Wonderful. What you guys got to do is be specific and call people out by name and call out the specific issue that they're going to pick up. So if you go back to the open issues, let's get Arian's name and Osemi's name on them. Otherwise, what happens is it doesn't happen. Also, there are other people on the call who may not realize that, like Sai and Amina, Benson, that these are some of the easiest issues you'll ever get. It's take this screenshot that's shown in one of these issues and just recreate it, the same visualization using Canvas or using the Meshery Playground. You go in and you just visually diagram it. And who knows, you might learn something in the process. The design doesn't have to be functional. It doesn't need to be able to be deployed. It just needs to be a diagram that looks somewhat similar. You don't have to use the same like three-dimensional people, or like the style isn't what you're necessarily trying to replicate as much as the intention. Cool. So I called out a couple of people's names, but Amina and Benson and Sai are not going to pick up that. They're not going to take the opportunity. So, but two other people did. So Oseni, awesome. Next week, man, if you have that design badge on your profile, let's celebrate it on this call. The same for Aryan. In fact, I will send it out in a tweet from the Meshery project, highlighting the two of you. And if Amina or Sai or Benson do it, you will not be highlighted in the tweet because you did not volunteer. I still encourage you to do it. Well, yeah. Too late, Mr. Benson. But nice try. All right, great. Raheem, what else do we have?
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bharat, for showing us. Let's move forward. So we have next PR from Shashank related to the clickjacking of the layer 5. Shashank, can you please share your screen and walk us through this?
So my issue is regarding the clickjacking issue for the layer5.io website. Like, it is posted over GitHub pages, which doesn't support server-side configurability. So we cannot put security headers like X-frame options or content security. So for that, either the option which I suggested over Slack was using a different hosting service or some proxy, which Lee didn't wanted us to do that. So there's an option of putting meta tags in HTML, but some of the browser didn't support that. And there is an option of using frame busting, which doesn't work, and the exploiter can bypass that. So somebody has option for that. Any idea?
Anyone who's aware wants to provide some feedback? Anyone?
Like, we have
Yeah,
tried
Or
does it-
should we
three,
move
four
forward?
ways,
Yeah, so does this
and
work?
it didn't work.
If it doesn't work, so revert it.
There's a new
It
PR
doesn't.
which we have tried for Netlify plugin, which also didn't work.
Okay, got it.
Since it is a GitHub
We
pages,
also-
which doesn't support server-side configurability.
Yes, and is that the
Even I
so
tried with meta tag, which not working. I experimenting nights, but not working meta tag.
Yep. So don't bother with Netlify. I think we've said about 8 times. That doesn't matter. So stop bringing it up, Shashank.
We are not doing that, right?
Okay, so stop bringing it up. It's like, do you know what I had for breakfast today? Cheerios, specifically Honey Nut Cheerios. What the heck does that have to do with what we're talking about? Nothing. Why did I bring it up, Shashank?
That was a very old issue which we are going to solve, but it didn't. That's why I wanted it over an agenda for that.
What? Why did I bring up Honey Nut Cheerios?
Not
Shashank,
related to the topic.
I didn't got you.
why did I bring up what I had for breakfast today? Shashank,
I don't know.
I don't know why you brought up Netlify either, especially since it was said we don't talk about breakfast cereals on the that they aren't relevant. So why did I bring up breakfast cereals? Shashank,
Yes.
I can ask you for an 7th time? Why did I bring up breakfast cereals? Shashank, I can ask you for an 8th time.
Because I
Cheerios.
bought up Netlify.
There we go. Okay. Have we made it painful enough yet to follow instructions? I don't think so. I think you're going to do it again. So, Sarah, what are you going to do next to fix the issue? What's the next approach?
I'm confused. Reading docs, but nothing I found relevant to solve this.
Can you say the magic words? What are they?
No, I'm trying to experiment with MetaTag, but not working. Therefore, I reading.
Yeah, I know that. You guys just said that. But what the magic words are, I don't know. It sounds like you don't know what you're going to do next, correct?
For now, yes.
Okay. Okay. So what are you going to do next?
Took up another issues to solve.
Does anybody know what he's supposed to say?
Look for another issues to solve on the other.
No. You get that? You're saying you're giving up? No.
No,
Terrible.
I don't give up. I will.
That's what you're saying, though. And that's not the answer. And by the way, I said, does anyone else know what he's supposed to say?
No, I will do. Somehow I found the answer.
It's not the answer. The answer is, I don't know. When you ask a question and you don't know the answer, say, I don't know. Instead of saying something else. Guess what I said at the very start of the call about Vatsal's issue? He was working on colors, and I said, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not sure. I said it about 8 different ways. All I said was, it would be ideal if maybe we were able to avoid that approach. And then I said, I don't remember how it works, and blah, blah, blah. You know, I gave context, but I said, I don't know quite a few times. It's okay to say, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, let me know if you can't figure out another approach. I'll give you a couple. Use JavaScript.
Okay, let me see what
You want to share something like I tried
I will
the
try.
frame busting using JavaScript, but that can be easily bypassed.
Okay. So what? That doesn't, guys. Okay. Yeah. You guys can't. It doesn't really. The thing is the clickjacking doesn't matter really anyway. There's nothing to be clickjacked off of our page. We're not asking people for info. If someone's silly enough to enter in their credit card info onto our page where we're not asking for credit card info, or type in a password where we're not asking for a password, it's like, it doesn't really hurt us.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot, Shashank.
Even though
And
people
Saurabh.
can bypass the JavaScript, doesn't mean that it's still not slightly more secure. it is slightly more secure.
Okay, let's move forward. Okay, Aditya, are you available? I don't think Aditya is also with us today. Okay, so let's keep it like this. We had a ton of PRs. Yeah, so let me share one of mine. So in Layer 5 Cloud Academy, I added your create your learning path. So I will show you. So basically, whenever you go inside the academy, so there will be a create a learning path, and if you will click on it, it will go to create your first learning path. It's a tutorial which you can follow to create your own learning path. So it would always appear on the top with your other courses. Yeah, so I did basic structure and some image on the back, and this doc is already perfect. So yeah, if anyone has some feedback or wants to like me to improve somewhere, please tell.
Yeah, guys, do we have examples of course material having like those two courses don't seem to have, I'm sorry, those two learning paths on the right, they don't seem to have a background image.
Regard these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they I think Varad and Naman are they have to fix it inside the academy theme. They have to add it as a banner. I think they have already done it in one of the PRs. These are, for example, here. They are already reporting that one. Varad, am I, Naman? You guys can tell.
Yeah, so I guess Naman fixed that and the PR is merged, but I think it will be visible after the cloud release.
After the release, cloud release, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's also that we can also do for this, make it a bit different than others. We can add a little bit. Yeah, I will look into that also. Thank you, Naman, for the feedback. Okay, so I think I will move forward. Yeah, we have covered majority of the issues that we had with the people that were on the call. Then we have some of the issues that are open and need some help. They are good for issues. You guys can, in the docs, you guys can go through them. They are pretty basic ones. Like some needs a text and layout to be adjusted for readability, for responsiveness. So we have added a ton of first issues here. You guys can go all through all of them. For example, you can see we have to add a pop-up. So you guys can just comment below it and we will be adding you. The majority of them have already become stale, so we will be assigning you these issues. So please, if you need some of the issues to work on, please go through them. All of them are good first issues. You guys can easily start working on them. And if you guys have not added your name inside the doc, please add that also.
Guys,
We are 1 minute.
Yeah, maybe in the final minute. And Oseni was working on kind of this new format for cards on, and is that still?
I submitted a PR. Brad said he will merge it.
Rod,
Thank
that's your
you,
cue.
Anyone, if
Parag.
anyone has, yes.
That's your cue, because my question is still unanswered. And so, Farad, your name was called.
Yeah, so there was a discussion between me and Libel regarding the PR, and we are still 50% on how to means should we merge or not, because there's a bunch of code and we have to go through that. Is it abiding by the control means abiding by the other formats that we are using? So that is just taking time. But otherwise, it's good for OCNE. It's not. It will be merged soon.
Yeah, so thanks a lot, everyone. I hope all of your questions was answered and proper feedback was provided to you. So in case you have any other questions or any other feedback you want, please comment in Slack. You can DM in Slack also. Yeah, so thanks a lot, everyone.
Cool. Thanks, Fahim.
Yeah,
That's
thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya. Bye. See you.